Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, give me a sec. Today my manager is in the room, so if you catch me giggling, it's her fault. So today I feel like I'm in well due of a current everyday makeup, because I think the last one I did was back in September, maybe even August time. Obviously I do little looks in between, but a go-to everyday look is definitely much overdue. So that's what I'm going to bring you guys today. I will leave all the products, like always, in the description box. Don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, anyways, let's just get on with it. First thing we're going to start with is brows. Thank you to e.l.f. for sponsoring this section of the video, because your brow products are amazing. Guys, I'm about to slay the brows. The product I'm using, by the way, is the e.l.f. Precisely My Brow pencil in the shade deep brown, because I use the shade deep brown in all the other ones, and it's the most perfect cool toned brown. And you know what, that is so rare for a drugstore eyebrow pencil. These are insane. Because I have black hair, I need a cool toned brow pencil, else I look like an absolute tart. Let me actually do this end of this brow so I can talk with concentration. I'm elongating my brows to give that more like lifted effect, and it takes up more of the volume in the sides of my face, so it, you know, snatches it a little bit. It's one of my faves. If I don't have the ends of my brows on, I feel naked. If you're like me and have a larger forehead, doing your brows a little bit thicker, especially on the upper half, leaving like under here a bit more sparse like this, will give that lifted effect and also make your forehead look smaller. It's all about the illusion, guys. Just continuing to fill in the sparser areas of my brows before I go ahead and conceal them. Now I've got the rough outline of my brows, I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. palette just to further darken them a bit more before I go ahead and conceal them and do all my eyebrow gel and stuff, good stuff like that. I want it to look filled in from all angles. So just take your time to make sure that the brows are an even tone across all of them, and also it will help you define the shape in tune with that anyway. Can you see the difference this is making in my brows already? Even toned brows will just make your brows look so much cleaner, and the overall look also so much cleaner. So please don't forget. So now I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in light beige. We all know this is one of my all-time faves. I'm going to go and carve out my brows, which is actually my favorite part, and you guys want to know why? It means I'm done. Also, side note, I like to go in with a concealer that's close to my skin tone, as you can see, because I find it just gives a more natural look to the brows. But I know a lot of people do prefer a highlighted brow, so obviously go in with any shade you like. And that is my brows done. I will be going in at the end of my makeup with the Wow Brow by e.l.f. and also their clear brow and lash gel. I like to do that after I've done all my face and products and stuff, because I find it removes the powder out my brows and allows them not to look really like chalky and powdery. So I will be using these at the end, but yeah, that is the brow routine done. It's quite simple, quite quick, and these products make it really easy. So yeah, thank you e.l.f. for sponsoring this section of video. Anyways, let's get on with the rest of the makeup. Okay, so let's just get straight on with the base. Classic Charlotte Tilbury. Oh no, Bobbi Brown primer. I'm gonna use the Bobbi Brown Enriched face base to start with, and I'm going to rub this all over my face. I finally got a new pot of it. Look at the size of this thing. I'm never running out. I am never leaving. This primer just helps your makeup apply so nice and evenly. I generally don't think I can do my makeup without. Once that's on, then we go in with the Charlotte Tilbury. My fave, my slime. I'm actually running out of this. I can tell because I have to pump, which is kind of upsetting because I don't actually want to buy it again because it's quite expensive. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to live without it, to be honest. I'm just going to blend this in. Is that going to be too light? I think it might be. Try this Uoma foundation, but that's way too light, isn't it? But I'm going to put this just in my T-zone and my forehead just to even out my skin tone a little bit, because I definitely could do with the help right now. I'm going to blend it in with this beauty sponge from Beauty by Leah. So good. I love this sponge. And do you know what? For me to like a sponge is kind of crazy because I only like the Nancy sponges. I'm a brush gal through and through. But this sponge by Beauty by Leah, it's like a Nancy had a baby. Look how nice my makeup has applied over the Bobbi Brown primer. If you haven't got it already, please do. It's honestly, it'll change your life. It'll honestly change your life. Now I'm going in with the Anastasia cream bronzer in Amber, and I'm just gonna start blending this and warming up my face. I love doing it with a huge brush like this because it's just so quick and effective. I'm actually gonna apply a bit on my chest because why not? Do you know what I mean? This is a Sigma Duo Fiber brush, by the way. Really, really good for quickly blending out product. Takes no time at all. So I'm just gonna... Cute. Before that dries, because obviously it is matte, I'm just gonna blend. It's such a pretty blush colour though, I can't lie. It's like so stunning. It really just adds that perfect like winter flush to your cheeks, and it's everything I desire right now, to be honest. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Hourglass Vanish Concealer in the shade Peach. And I'm gonna apply that in my T-zone. And I'm gonna let that set for a minute. So while I'm doing that, I'm gonna go onto the eyes really quickly because the eyes honestly don't take that long until it gets to the wings. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this shade and this shade. I'm gonna mix them together. Me and grey eyeshadow right now, we're on the honeymoon phase. I can't lie, I'm obsessed. I don't know what it is about it, but it just is everything to me. And this palette is from Colourpop. It's called Stone Cold. Look at it. What more could you want? Literally has every shade you could think of. Blending that all over my eyes and into my bronzer. I promise that is blended, as you can see, but I don't know why it doesn't look blended from the side. And I'm using a big fluffy brush because I'm going to go in with a smaller brush to do the grey eyeshadow again on the lid, but I wanted to cohere the colours together, so I mixed it with the warm brown to do that. Then gonna, like I said, go in with this grey and pop this on my eye. Lovely. I'm just gonna blend that in. I don't know if I'm tripping, but I feel like it makes my eyes pop having the grey. I might be chatting shit, but that's my theory. I'm then gonna take this Zoeva Fluid Arc brush and I'm gonna go ahead and just start blending out my concealer now. It's been sat out for a bit, and I'm gonna do everywhere but my eyes first, and then once I get to my eyes, I always do this eye and then this eye because this eye just plays games with me constantly. It's like the toxic boyfriend. Before I blend the other eye, I'm gonna set this just so that it doesn't crease. We do not want it to crease. I'm just gonna take like a pointed sponge and I'm gonna make sure that I set this. And I'm actually, while I'm at it, just gonna set the rest of the places I set my concealer. And I'm just gonna keep pressing that in until all that powder has gone into my face. And then I'm gonna do the same to the side. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the classic Scott Barnes. I'm not even gonna talk about it because I feel like everyone knows. And I'm gonna go ahead and just deepen and set the cream bronzer that I already have in place. This is classic. This routine never changes in terms of my face, to be honest. Like the powders I use, because Scott Barnes has my heart more than any guy ever has. Chisel that jawline, bitches. I'm actually just gonna pop on some lip balm. I'm using the Elizabeth Arden 8 Hour lip balm just because my lips are feeling a little chapped. Is that a hair? No. Yeah. Here it is. Okay, and now I'm gonna go in with the Scott Barnes blush palette. Again, I don't think I should speak about it because it's literally all I speak about in my videos, but how could I not? Do you know what I mean? I'm going in with this bright pink and this coral shade. This shade is almost running out. Okay, that's really dramatic. Sophie was like, that's so dramatic, it's a tiny little pan. But you know, any makeup lover knows when that hits pan, that pan comes real quick. And I'm stressed because what happens when I just run out of this one? Do I have to buy the whole palette again? Can you just replace this pan? That should be a thing, right? You know, like back in the day when like MAC had Z palettes and that. Bring that back, please. So now my face is pretty much set in place. I can go back to my eyes. I'm gonna go in with the same brow thing I used for my brows. And I really want the wing to be quite subtle. So this is also gonna help with that as well. Do you see how subtle that wing looks? I'm just gonna keep building that up until I'm pleased with it. And I'm also gonna pop that in my inner like so. And I'm gonna go and do this on the other eye now. I'm actually gonna take this really deep grey brown shade and I'm gonna use that to deepen the eyeliner up and just set it in place because it is a cream. I don't want it to smudge too much. Although it looks smudgy, I don't want it to smudge. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some mascara and some lashes to my eyes and I'll be right back. Okay, so the eyelashes are on. I used the Kiss individual lashes and I just put 2 of the medium ones on the outside to give my eyes a bit more of a sexy vibe. I'm then gonna go in with the Urban Decay Whiskey eyeliner. Pop this in my waterline. I'm gonna go back in with this palette and I'm gonna take the warm mixed with the deep brown and I'm just gonna dip and choose really. And I'm gonna blend this under my eyes to kind of cohere the look together, like so, just very subtly. I don't want it to be all too intense, but I like it to look like it's meant to be part of my eyeshadow, you know? You see that? So much better, isn't it? Like just having that on the lower lash line literally just brings it all together. I'm gonna pop some brown mascara on my bottom lashes just to darken them up slightly. It's a lot less harsh than black mascara, so if you do want to try like bottom lash mascara, definitely give brown mascara a go because it's very different. It's nowhere near as harsh as black eyeliner and it really does bring the look together, to be honest with you. I'm gonna go in with the Jordana Ticia highlighter in Golden Rule. This is like my new favorite thing recently. I've been obsessed with powder highlighter and people who've watched me for a while know I used to apply gloss highlighter religiously for over a year. So for me to be back on powder highlight, it's kind of crazy, but how could I not? Look at it. And also I find that it's way more blinding. You see? So nice. And I'm gonna pop that just on the high points of my face. Okay, and now that's done, I'm just going to go and double set my concealer areas because that's going to stop it from creasing and we don't want creasy concealer, please. Setting your concealer with a powder and like a pressed powder and a loose powder. Can you see already the difference in the sides? Double setting is important, and also don't worry about it looking cakey because setting spray, that's what it's for. Defo double powder your concealer if you struggle with creasing. It's a very important step. I'm just gonna actually go in with a little bit of contour to sharpen up my cheekbones, and I'm gonna take this literally from the center of my ear down. Like it changes a lot. It's not something I've always been avidly on doing. Like normally I would just contour with my bronzer, but I can't deny the fact when they're on my face, it looks so much more put together when it's got both. Just gonna line my lips. On the top, I'm only overlining the center of my lips as it just gives a more natural look when you are overlining, basically. I'm gonna add some setting spray and then I'm just gonna I'm gonna visualize myself, stare at myself in the mirror and just double check if there's anything else I need to touch up. My cat looks so adorable. I can move anyway. Oh, what an angel. I'm using the Beauty Crop. Oui, chérie. I think I'm gonna curl my lashes just so that they're nice and... Was that a mistake? Okay, no, that's fine. And I think we're done. What do you guys think? This has been my go-to makeup look. I haven't been wearing eyeliner that much recently, I'm not gonna lie to you. And I love it. I think it looks natural, it looks fresh. But yeah, thank you e.l.f. for sponsoring the first section of this video. That was a bit of a surreal moment because I love e.l.f. products and I've been a fan for a while. And I so vividly remember back in the day when e.l.f. was only available in America. It was very, very unforgiving. Oh my god, quickly, I need to set my brows. I didn't do that. I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. brow gel, and I'm just gonna brush my brow hairs up. Oh yeah. Oh, so much better. Here's a close-up of the makeup. Yeah, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please comment requests on makeup looks you want, or send me some DMs of screenshots of Pinterest or anything like that, and I will recreate some of the looks you guys send me in if I think they're cute. And other than that, yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next week for another video. Deuces.